What's good, YouTube? We got a video from my dog, Aranto Richie. You know what I'm saying? You look far enough in the backlogs, you're gonna see a video from bro. On our channel, so this is not our first time reacting. As you can see, we already subbed and turn on that bell. Make sure y'all do the same, you know what I'm saying? So I can find the content and we can watch it together. Make sure, as always, pre-fire a little like. It's gonna make YouTube actually show you what you want to see, man. I know you're tired of YouTube feeling boring, right? And we got the worst characters in fiction. You know what I'm saying? Without further ado, though, we just hopping straight in. Discord.com link down below. Check that out. Socials are also linked down below. Tap in. This was filmed in front of a live studio YouTube and Twitch audience.
I was watching the Superman movie today, and I was thinking, who is
Superman
the
movie was
worst
fire.
character in fiction? When I say that, I'm not talking about awfully
Villain? Oh, awfully written? Yeah, Ezra Miller for sure.
written characters. I'm talking about demons. People that I'm wondering, why are they
Villains?
still alive? They should be packed up far.
Reverse Flash, Black Manta, Joker. I'm trying to, my brain's going straight to DC. I think it's because he got the Batman profile picture. It brainwashed me. I'm on DC right now. Arguably Thanos. What's some real, no, for sure Thanos. What he did to that, every one of his birthdays, what he did to that one black lady, she was like an old lady or something. And then she was on her deathbed and he showed her that like he made her miss a bus. So she ain't like solved world hunger or something. And Thanos is a villain. He's treacherous.
Yeah, we're gonna find that out right now. And make sure you stick to the end so you can see the most treacherous one of all. With that being said, let's just hop in it.
Joker's at the top of the list. No surprise. If you heard what we did to Barbara Gordon, you know we sliding on this nigga. We're stomping him out, bro. We're taking that chin piece he got here and pushing that chin. We getting rid of his underbite.
Alright, most of y'all would get me when I put this menace on the list. And some of y'all might come at me in the comments talking about, oh, bro don't even got powers. He's just a psychopath with clown maker. I'm definitely knocking him out by myself. And my guy, you must be brain. This man is literally chaos in human form. One of the founding fathers of Black Air Force energy. People drastically downplay how smart Joker really is. Bro can find loopholes in anything, and my guy does not care about dying. Batman's whole rule is not killing people, and constantly through their runs, the Joker tries to make Batman go against his beliefs. Bro, it makes me think
against him.
He is so crazy that he ain't even crazy at all. Man, I thought I was cooking for a second. Hold up. But nah, for real though, the crimes he committed with him just, man, I thought I was cooking for a second. Hold up. But nah.
Holy yamly, boy. Oh, nah. Ears and nose cooked. Widow's peak, but hairline receding. This is a rare breed of human.
For real though, the crimes he committed with him just being an above average human in physicality.
He just hit the gritty?
To be studied. My God. For real though, the crimes he committed with him just being an above average human in
lock
physicality needs to be studied. My guy tortured and sent Jason Todd to the body. He made
this was insane, but when I was rewatching what happened to Barbara, bro, he put up on Gordon and Gordon tried to box him. He has some people hold Gordon down or something. No, Barbara opened the door. He used the camera that had like a gun in it, and it went through her spine. And then, if I'm not mistaken, and this is very graphic, but I think he started touching her in ways she did not want to be touched in the DCAU, the DC animated universe. And I think he like cut her up or something. And this was particularly in like a run where she had a relationship with Batman, with Bruce. And she like was debating whether she should stop being a hero and whatnot. And then he pulls up to her at the hospital bed and like, you know what I'm saying? She like, yeah, it was Joker. He's trying to send a message. We cut to the next panel. He has her dad, her pops, booty naked at an amusement park, being led around by like these clown like hooligans, bro. Like this Joker is literally just fiendish, bro.
And go through a
psychological torture.
Packed up Tim Drake and made him his adopted son. Bro done traumatized Batman's best friend.
Technically, the scene.
His ass and putting his dog and made.
That's what he did. He took pictures of her. That's what it was.
His adopted son. Bro done traumatized.
And then he's like narrating, and this is like stop motion, by the way.
Batman's best friend, technically.
And these are pictures, and that's blood, I think, allegedly.
Breaking his ass and putting his daughter in a wheelchair, and also killing his wife. The hell did bro do to you? Oh right,
I did not remember
Joker
that.
Be giving Commissioner Gordon that treatment just because he feels.
Why does he have this nigga wearing a Constitution wig, bruh? He got him wearing that JW, bruh. I said JW, that GW, bruh.
Not only he torments Batman on the regular, he is not afraid to play with some new toys. He quick to expand his bag. He literally turned Superman to Omni-Man. How he do this? He literally tricks Superman into killing Lois.
From Darkseid, yeah.
No, I will not let you hurt anyone.
Is this nigga serious? A few
Mind you, he hadn't done anything yet.
moments later.
Superman, stop. Whatever you're seeing, it's not real.
He tried to use X-ray vision once. I think she might already been dead though. No, something's stitching to her. I think it's a bomb or something. I don't know. But you can see the stitches there. That's not normal. Joker dead, son.
End of flashback.
Not gonna lie, Joker was tweaking in that universe. He had no reason to be.
Yeah,
moving
animated
like that.
universe
But to
really
be honest,
shows
me
how bad he
explaining
is.
Everything that the Joker did over the years will probably be like a 3-hour-long video, bro. He's so bad that
You
it could
just
be
know
an
he's on that
entire rogues
list.
gallery, and it still wouldn't feel bland because that's the Joker. And ain't there like 3 Jokers? We ain't even gonna get into that, bro. Good thing Joker isn't pure evil, bro. He's not.
Be kind of hard. I don't know ball about Monster. I do know this allegedly pretended to be a woman and slept with a man or something to like cook his psyche. That's all I know.
If y'all don't watch my videos, one thing about me, one name I would mention more than Batman is Johan. I probably never made a video not talking about him. The reason why I glaze him the way I do is the same reason why I glaze Joker in The Dark Knight. You know when you watch a movie or a show, and over time, not only the protagonist gets some character development, but the antagonist does so as well? See, the thing is, Johan doesn't get that. He is the definition of a static character that wants nothing but negativity. I even believe Johan might be.
Did you say negativity?
Get that. He is the definition of a static character that wants nothing but negativity. I even believe
I'ma
Johan
hope
might
he
be
said
more evil
negativity.
philosophically and psychologically than Joker. Where can I even start? He is a master manipulator. If he wanted to, he could literally make you go rob a store just by his words. What makes
some
it
Iron and
scary
Koji
is
shit?
he doesn't even have any powers. Not mind control, but he's just smart. He can pick up on your inner insecurities and weaknesses almost as
Use
soon
that
as
to
you
his
walk into
advantage.
his vicinity. Oh shit.
He walking with a limp, with his head shifted 45 degrees below the average. Yeah, he got caught sneaking a Confederate from a dollar.
Bro, what? He constantly manipulates average people, exploring their darkest and deepest thoughts, justifies it, and makes them act upon it. He used knowledge of the human mind and skill to manipulate already existing serial killers like the Baby into becoming his hitman. He
The
manipulated
Baby
a
is
majority of
crazy.
people to commit crimes to cover up his various scandals of his. And that's the trend. He doesn't actually kill too many people in the series. He indirectly
makes
kills. He even
other
made a sweet old
type
taxi
stuff.
driver turn into a murderer. Hey, I'm not even scratching the surface of bro's sins. Just by his words, he made a literal detective delete himself in Minecraft. Huh? And he obviously don't
Crazy.
care who it is, because he did the same thing to kids too. Oh no.
Little
He played
kids,
games
bruh?
with vulnerable children,
Vulnerable chill. Like, I don't like where this is going.
making them jump off a very, very tall balloon, with the winner being the last one standing. Bro, Joker never had that type of pull. Who is Hannibal Lecter? He not broke either, because the G got motion. He was running the biggest black market gang, making millions upon millions while he was only 15. You understand how insane that
Crazy.
is? When I was 15, I didn't even know what a credit card was, or even taxes in that matter. This motherfucker running a whole large-scale structured bank system, being the leader of everything. Not gonna lie, bro gotta put me on. I'm struggling over here. In a
Bro
minute, I'm about
gotta
to start
put
Only
me
Toes account,
on.
bro. But when he got bored with this scheme and was like, yeah, I'm gonna call
You just said only toes account,
Twitch, he
man.
quite literally caused the deaths of everyone in the operation, which made his body count go into the upper hundreds by age 15. Wait. Before I get to yapping, let's dig deeper on why he's the way he is.
All
Now,
right,
when
talk to
he
me.
was born,
Talk
just
about
like
the
a
psyche.
majority of the people who are pure evil, he had a terrible upbringing. First off, he was born off of an experiment to make the perfect humans to lead humanity. But while they were trying
This is literally Koji's backstory.
to make the next Wimby, Johan and his twin sister experienced extreme trauma. It's crazy because they didn't even bother giving him a name, which also deepens.
Hold on. Quick bathroom break.
I was watching the Superman movie today, and I was thinking, who is the worst character in fiction? When I say that, I'm not talking about awfully written characters. I'm talking about demons. People that I'm wondering, why are they still alive? They should be packed up far away from here. Yeah, we're gonna find that out right now. And make sure you stick to the end so you can see the most treacherous one of all. With that being said, let's just hop in it. Alright, most of y'all will get me when I put this menace on the list. And some of y'all might come at me in the comments talking about, oh, bro don't even got powers. He's just a psychopath with clown maker. I'm definitely knocking him out by myself. And my God, you must be brain dead. This man is literally chaos in human form. One of the founding fathers of Black Air Force energy. People drastically downplay how smart Joker really is. Bro can find loopholes in anything, and my guy does not care about dying. Batman's whole rule is not killing people, and constantly through their runs, the Joker tries to make Batman go against his beliefs. Bro, it makes me think for real. He is so crazy that he ain't even crazy at all. Man, I thought I was cooking for a second. Hold up. But nah, for real though, the crimes he committed with him just being an above average human in physicality needs to be studied. My guy tortured and sent Jason Todd to the lobby. He made Jason go through a whole new character persona, packed up Tim Drake and made him his adopted son. Bro done traumatized Batman's best friend, technically breaking his ass and putting his daughter in a wheelchair, and also killing his wife. The hell did bro do to you? Oh right, nothing. Joker been giving Commissioner Gordon that treatment just because he feel like it, man. But not only he torments Batman on the regular, he is not afraid to play with some new toys. He quick to expand his bag. He literally turned Superman into Omni-Man. How he do this? He literally tricks Superman into killing Lois.
Flashback.
Doomsday.
Pause the video? Am I tripping? Somehow the video rewinded. Oh. It's cool. I'm about to edit out anyway. You said like what, 5 minutes? Oh my goodness.
Who are pure
Holy
evil. He had
dime.
a terrible upbringing. First off, he was born off of an experiment to make the perfect humans to lead humanity. But while they were trying to make the next Wemby, Johan and his twin sister experienced extreme trauma. It's crazy because they didn't even bother giving him a name, which also deepens bro's identity crisis.
What
but
trauma?
Johan, though, was stripped of his sense of morality, the good and treacherous. So in the end, they was very successful. But with Johan's identity in shambles and him being a literal psychopath, they birthed a generational monster. They did not understand how insane bro's run was going to be. By the time he was 10 at the orphanage, he managed to turn the staff and kids against each other.
I did see this. This is the ball I do know about his show. I've heard about him. He's one of them.
Mass obliteration, and the whole place was burnt to ash. But all this went into his world views of the perfect death, and also his one single goal where he himself single-handedly caused the end of the world through pure psychological destruction.
Like on Sonic.
That's the only thing that brings joy into his world. And he
is not on it.
Certainty.
Tell him hop up off it. I blow up their whole orphanage. Have it, get tweaking, have him feeling like he
treacherous childhood. It was like, you know what? I ain't trying to be the last man standing and plunge.
So did he psychologically block off his like a memory of that?
And he could have did it for certain, to be honest. Only if he ain't get a mental breakdown midway through the story. Because later on, he recovered the memories of his treacherous.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Yeah, you like, it's a common psychological thing where you go through trauma where like your brain splits off what happened, and you either remember it differently or you don't remember it at all. And when you bring those things back together, it's like a crazy shift.
It was like, you know what? I ain't trying to be the last man standing and plunge the world into a hell. I'm just gonna have the perfect deletion in Minecraft. So you think he'd go and just delete his account?
That's
simple
insane.
as that, right? No. He proceeds to pack up everyone who knew of him or seen him, and then also caused a mass bloodbath in the city. He wanted everyone to be dragged down to hell with him, but he failed though, because the protagonist, Dr. Tillman. But man, this still doesn't dodge the fact that there is a whole 65 to 66 pages on this man, and he still can't tell the full story of how scary he is. More of the point is, bro is crazy, and I'm glad dude's a fictional character. We do not have to see something like this in real life. Because I'd be in my bed 24 hours straight, bro. I wouldn't even leave.
Nah, exactly. This is gonna have you clutching your pearls and not leaving your crib at night, bro.
To get a DoorDash order, because the delivery dude might boom me. But the next demon on the list can most definitely become a reality. And that's why the dude makes me scared straight.
He's trolling. I have no clue what I'm looking at, bro.
Now the man, Anton Chigurh. What can I even say to describe this man? He's really a textbook psychopath. You cannot tell me he isn't the embodiment of a psychopath. He look like he came from Venus. He's really a textbook psychopath. You cannot tell me.
If this is my build, I'd be a psychopath too, bro.
He isn't the embodiment of a psychopath. He look like he came from Venus. Look at bro's cut. I ain't gonna lie. I've seen plenty of disgusting cuts in my days. But man, this dude make Ye look like a trendsetter. Everything about his aura is unsettling and screams danger, danger, danger. But let me get back on track here. He's not on this list because of his body count. It's the man's ideology and absolute disregard for human life. For you to get a glimpse of his madness, bro, I gotta explain a little bit of the movie. All right, so peep me out. There's a dude that stumbles upon hella bread in a Fortnite style shootout. A normal person be like, nah, I ain't trying to take all that. Cause there's no such thing as easy money for real. No matter how hard y'all try to get easy money, y'all.
No, boy. It's one of those things. Like, if I were to randomly stumble upon like $1 billion, I'm turning that into the authorities, and I'm trying to get it to whoever owned that junk, because they have $1 billion in capital and resources to just store some away. They're gonna find me. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, like, I think people are not worried about picking up like a 25, a 5 you see on the ground, maybe even 100. But if you see a whole
It really depends on how much money we talk about here.
That's what I'm saying. That's where I was getting down to. It depends on what you see. Because if I see an entire like rack or a couple racks just sitting on the ground arranged in a particular manner, I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that. They have something on that money, bruh.
Nah, less than like 100 grand, bro. I'm taking that, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Interesting. For me, once
Because
you hit a
listen,
rack,
listen,
I'm not
listen,
touching it.
Because take this into account when you think about this. So anything upwards of like 100 grand.
Yeah.
Actually, let me change that. Anything upwards of like 50 grand
Okay.
is considered a large lump sum of money.
Of course.
And
Yeah.
you either need, if it's been taken out of a bank, you need armed security to transport it. And if it's illegal money,
You're cooked.
if it's more than 50, if it's illegal money and it's more than $50,000, it's more than likely being tracked.
Yeah.
So, like, if it's like $1 million, I'm turning it in. Like,
You feel me? I'm not touching
saying,
that. Exactly.
Yeah, no. I'm touching it, but it's going from my hands to the police.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
feds, bro.
That's what I was saying earlier. Yeah.
But I ain't filing no police report because I don't, I ain't really trying to,
But yeah,
I'm just gonna turn it into a fire station or something.
I feel like sub 10K, depending on how the money is oriented, sure,
Yeah,
I take
on
it.
like how you find it. Like,
Yeah.
if it's buried somewhere and it look old, I'm keeping that, bro.
It's just like,
'Cause
yeah, I
obviously,
agree. I agree.
If it's old and
Yeah.
it's been buried somewhere, it's either been forgotten about or it's been there long enough where nobody's alive to even know where it is anymore.
True. Yeah. It has to look like it's old. It has to look like this isn't fresh money. Like if it looks like fresh money, it's too suspicious.
Yeah, bro. Or if like you find it and it's like been recently dug up to where like it's like recently buried.
Yeah.
No, I'm not touching it because somebody knows where this is, and I don't know if they got like, because if I'm burying money, me being me,
I'm gonna be able to find that money.
no. Listen to my thought. Me being me and my high intellect, I'm setting up field cameras.
Yeah, you're gonna be able to find your money.
Area.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, just being able to retrace my steps is
No facts.
But,
yeah.
like, if anybody were to stumble upon it, I need to know who they are, what they look like, and where they went.
That's
just
facts.
me, though.
That's facts.
So, especially if it's a large lump sum of money. Now, if it's like $1,000, I'm not burying $1,000. I'm putting that in a safe.
Exactly.
But like $100,000, I'm burying that. Like a safe isn't enough to keep $100,000. Like it, especially because there are a lot of people. I don't know if my my PC isn't compromised. So like,
true.
And like, I'm not gonna sit here and talk about, oh yeah, I got $100,000 in my. No. That money is never getting spoken of.
Yeah, nobody would ever know.
I'm not talking to my parents, my brother, none of that.
Too high of a risk,
none
bro.
of them to go know about that money. I'm gonna touch that money when I need it, and I hopefully never will need it.
That's how you gotta move, bro. That's high IQ right there.
But like, you gotta be smart with those things, and when you stumble upon some money you don't know whose it is, don't touch that, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not risking those.
Can't get it.
Unless
But
it's
you
like
know what?
below
His ass
10
took the
grand,
risk,
I'm
and he
saying.
thought he was gonna get away with that scot free. Hell no! It ain't take no time for them to find bro, and that's where Anton comes into play. He is a hitter hired by his employer, and even though he's an antagonist to the film, you're kind of left wondering what was his motives anyway. What type of agenda was he even pushing? I ain't playing when I say he is depicted as a force of unstoppable evil, and is frequently cited as one of the most terrifying villains in modern fiction. He's ruthless, emotionless. You don't even know anything
never heard
about
of
his
that guy.
backstory, which makes it even spookier. At least with Joker and Johan.
Bro, who am I thinking about right now, bro? It's like the equivalent of Isagi for like soccer, but it is just being a villain. Like, I just do it because I do it. I'm trying to think, bro. There's another villain I'm thinking about top of my dome, bro. Recent, like they just do villainy to do villainy, bro. They don't need a greater reason.
They had some type of motivation to do what they had to do, but no, Anton is strictly about business. He's the literal definition.
Like, just looking at the cinematography, it looks eerie, bro. This thing don't look happy. I've not seen him smile in one of these clips.
Of a boogeyman. He has a sick, twisted ideology, which is very unpredictable. But for what the movie gives us, bro's a wild card. If you look at him the wrong way, he murky. If your singer is not his favorite singer, he murky. If you say mint is your favorite ice cream flavor,
That is egregious. I'm not a mint ice cream type of guy. You know, I'll go cookies and cream. I'll go vanilla. I'm not a chocolate guy either, but I will go chocolate. But I'm not around. I don't surround myself with people, to my knowledge, that are going, oh yeah, mint's top one. You know what I'm saying?
He'd murk you. Even if you say Kit Kat's over Crunch, which is an obvious, blatant lie right there, you get it murked. He
Depends on who you're asking.
ended up packing up his employer. And it's not because he was trying to get the money for himself. He wasn't even tripping about the money.
Pure
He
love
was
of the
like,
game.
nah, y'all ruining my hunt. I'm packing y'all up. This is what he said, bro.
He gave the Mexicans a receiver.
He felt that the more people looking,
That's foolish. Pick the one right tool.
Mind you, he's talking about some tools and while referring to people, but to take it a step further, you're in a room with your boss and you're talking like that. I want no parts, bro. It's like with a Boosie fade or their hairline's all the way back there. There are certain people you can just look at and know they've gone through enough.
I see. You going to shoot me?
What the fuck type of question is that? If I'm ever in a situation where I have the thought, the inkling, the iota of a thought that is going to uphold on me, do you think I'm just going to ask him, are you going to kill me now? No, bro. I'm either A, running up on that, I'm closing the distance slowly throughout the conversation. You can't blow it when we just close. Pause. Right? And then, you know what I'm saying, fisticuffs. Right? But in the situation where it's the Rock you're dealing with and they happen to have a blick, physical altercation is not the method. But I'm not going to, hey, big bro, you're not going to kill me, are you? Like, come on, bro. You make yourself look like the easiest lick of all time.
That depends. You see me.
You see me? Yeah. Nigga said you're a witness and you're thinking? I'm hitting him with, I don't see nothing actually.
I ain't gonna lie,
I might, and if he looks crazy enough, I might put a stapler in my eye. You know what I'm saying? And they ask me what happened. I might be like, yeah, bro, during the altercation, I fell over. I fell into a stapler. It stapled my eye. I can't even see properly in this eye no more. Yeah, bro, I had no clue what happened there. You got to do whatever you can to ensure survival, bro. You look at that nigga that just packed up his own boss. Are you going to shoot me?
cook.
Survival instinct of a washing machine.
Man, this ain't even fair, bro. If you're in his way, or if he sees you as a dookie staying in his drawers, say goodbye. He just got into some trouble with the law. And while the deputy was on the phone, bro went ahead and snuck him with the swiftest movement. Why was bro facing the other direction? If that was
Hell,
me,
man,
I'm keeping 100% watch on bro. I don't care if I had to.
Even if I had to turn around, when I pick up that phone, I'm turning around, I'm leaning on the counter. Yeah, I got him right here. He's detained. He's in cuffs. He's getting closer to me, actually. Hold on. And I'm up and pull. You don't turn your back to a threat.
Rotate my whole body towards dude. I'm watching bro precisely, even if it's a 5-year-old,
bull.
bro. That little nigga might be a demon. You know you don't give a shit when you out here strangling cops with a euphoric feeling. Look at bro's face. This nigga really enjoying himself. The protagonist couldn't make it to the end because the Mexicans hawked him down. But to Anton, nah, he didn't care if bro was
Crazy.
dead. He's still finna hold you to his word. So he eventually got up with his wife. He ended up leaving his wife to chance. And yeah, she got packed up. Oh, and by the way, he plays
Bro left a divorce with his wife up to flipping a coin. Yeah, GG,
games
bro.
from time to time, like the gas station.
That's
scene.
how they
You
talk
heard the
about
clerk say
Vaughn,
he
bro.
married into a wealthy family, and that offended the hell out of Anton. So instead of killing him
He
right
said, well,
away,
you got
he left
money?
his life up to fate, a fate of heads and tails. Bro really think he Two-Face for real. Anyways, moral of the point is, he ain't scary because he has superpowers or has a Tiana Trump body count. He is
That
scary
mindset.
because he is
Trump
literally
body
the
count.
embodiment of fucking evil, and he will mark anybody. Hell, it could be a 2-year-old kid in his way in the street. He gonna run Jit over. I rest my case. But the last nigga on the list
Talk to me.
is certainly the worst one, and he is.
You gotta stop trolling me. Is that before he even pulls up, bro? This is Griffith, bro. Before he even pains the camera all the way up, this is Griffith. Yeah,
Nah, man.
reasonable pick.
Y'all must be crazy.
Oh, yeah, that's what we bit the hezzy, bro. That's with a double. Bullseye.
Now let's get to the king
Enlighten
of
me,
all
twin.
demons, Bullseye from Marvel. If y'all not familiar with his game, let me educate y'all on Bullseye. As a child named
We're
Lee,
here.
he had an abusive father. He and his brother Nate planned to murk his pops. But after his house burned down and his family
You lost me at plant to murk his pops. No conversation. No, I'm gonna call the people. No, I want to be in an adoption center. No, I want to live with my favorite uncle. My dad was abusive, so I want to murk my dad. Pretty meditated.
died, he
Interesting.
went through foster care families. He eventually became a talented baseball player, but found it boring. And you know how psychopaths get when they feel bored. Some
No, this is nasty, bro. You become like, it's like becoming LeBron for a day, and they're going, damn, bro. It's like having LeBron's kit with Wemby's body, but with like a Bron build and like MJ's skill level. And what do you mean you're bored, bro? You know what I'm saying? You ain't never going on 2K, turn the sliders all the way up. Y'all never played a game and like it had cheat codes or something, or was a grindy game so you got your bread up to where you just do whatever you want. But for you to feel bored after like literally obtaining like skill, status, whatever you need, bro, find a hobby, gang. You already know it's gonna take a devious turn.
batter was talking crap to him, and Bullseye was like, you know what? I'm finna wipe you off the face of the earth. And he intentionally killed the batter with a pitch. Right after bro sent him to hoop with George Washington. Wait, I forgot. Let me explain his powers. Bullseye can use any
don't
object
miss.
as a weapon. He can use toothpicks. Hell, even a booger, nigga. He can fling that motherfucker with the craziest acceleration, sending niggas into the shadow realm. Man, you know what's crazy? You don't even got powers. I don't
Yeah,
know
he just
why I
don't
said
miss.
that. It's just skills. He just like
Yeah.
that for real. You
Like
see, bro
Pass
was
Master.
already dangerous beforehand. When he renamed himself as Bullseye, he was recruited by the CIA, but then went rogue, taking
CIA.
over an airfield to run a drug ring. When Bullseye was hired to murk Punisher
No.
by the CIA, but then went rogue, taking over an
I know
airfield
he's
to
a
run a
psychopath. He's wearing targets to make things more difficult. That's why there's a target where his brain is. He's telling you this is where you should aim. End me. Keep the other target is on where his heart is, and it says aim here. He sees this as a game. He's literally a psychopath. I don't need no more
drug
explanation.
ring. When Bullseye was hired to murk Punisher, Bullseye didn't just track him down. No, he studied him meticulously. He ate what Punisher ate, slept where Punisher slept, and even used the same shampoo. He even studied the precise angle and speed he busted
That's
a few. Yeah, no,
Oh.
I'm just playing, bro. But man, he was on one. Bullseye kidnapped 4 families and made them go through the same thing that the Punisher's family went through. And then after he was done, then whispered the last words that the Punisher said to his wife. Bro is not only evil, he's the definition of crazy too. How do you got that much dedication to do that? It's beyond.
He has a tattoo. He has a bullseye tattoo on his forehead
Not
too.
only evil, he's the definition of crazy too. How do you
So costume on or off, he's letting is no end to me right now.
got that much
He's a
dedication to do
psychopath.
that? It's beyond me, bro. In New York, he started demanding money from rich people, threatening to kill them if they didn't pay, and then also committed bloody murders as an example. He got rivalries with Daredevil, the Punisher, like I
I've
brought
heard
up
of these,
like
yeah.
30 seconds ago. But let's get to Daredevil though. He orchestrated a circus of death where Daredevil had to save civilians while fighting him. He kidnapped and tortured Black Widow to get back at Daredevil. After losing to Daredevil and being discarded by Kingpin, he suffered from a brain
Big
tumor and
Ant.
killed nearly 100 innocent people on Christmas Eve. People talk about God,
With a
but we need to
tumor?
start talking about the New York and Marvel. Y'all got somebody like this roaming around with Green Goblin, Sandman, and all the other atrocities
no.
about the New York and Marvel. Y'all got somebody like this roaming around with Green
Let me get the Oscorp wave gel, the Oscorp do-rag, bro. I'm going crazy. Anybody can get waves. You know what I'm saying?
Goblin, Sandman, and all the other atrocities living in there. Just nuke the whole place, bro.
Nah, but I definitely think because of how they created Marvel and like obviously because stories generate from like your own ideas and like, you know, who I'd want to be, who I wouldn't want to be, things of that nature. They started with New York, and because of that, New York became so oversaturated to the point where like it don't even make sense for other heroes to not run into each other on their own runs. So to get rid of this, they came up with like this Mickey-ad rule where like most of the times in a comic, you're not gonna run into another. It's just a solo story. Yeah, they do interact, but it's kind of rare. And even when they do interact, it just, to me, makes me think that if I'm the civilian, I'm terrified. Because if I see Spider-Man, Sandman could be lurking around the corner. Dr. Octopus could be lurking around the corner. Rhino could be lurking around the corner. And then next to him, I see Doctor Strange. Okay, now we're dealing with a universe-altering event. I'm cooked. There's nowhere to run to, bro. You get what I'm saying? It is bad. I think Gotham is still worse. Just on a type time where like the crime rate in Gotham is nasty. With New York, high amount of villains, high amount of heroes, toward a ratio like balances out almost because every, you know what I'm saying, hero has so many villains. While with Gotham, there is one main hero and then like his sidekicks and other heroes technically, right? And then there's like 50 villains in this rogue gallery. And it's not even just like the villains. It's like the civilians in Gotham are like nasty. You know what I'm saying? And you can see a civilian knocking out and be like, oh yeah, we live in Gotham, bro. I had to I had to learn how to punch with the force of Mike Tyson if I want to survive. You know what I'm saying? That literally casually happens in an animated series. Like a civilian will handle like a low tier goon. But, bro, I had to do that. We live in Gotham. That's how they think. So I already know Gotham is worse, but yeah, the Marvel's New York is just too much going on. Like there has to be a crime happening every other block. You know,
Not to mention, he pieced together Daredevil's identity. He even became obsessed with killing Elektra, describing the act of stabbing her as euphoric. Bro, what did Daredevil
That's
even
crazy,
do?
bro.
Oh, right. He proved Bullseye
A woman,
isn't perfect.
bro?
That's it. That's the only reason why bro hates. Now, let's just go over some bullet points. He got his body
bullet
placed
points?
in adamantium and impersonated Daredevil to ruin
I like that. Bullet points, bullseye.
his reputation. And he actually became convinced that he was the actual Daredevil. He later joined the Dark Adventures, where he bombed a building with 107 innocent people and killed Sentry's wife while taunting her. Oh my God. He escaped
Why are you attacking Sentry's wife? Do you not care for your life, bro?
custody by faking his death. He kidnapped and tortured the spot. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't even think hell is the place for him. He gonna rise back up just like Stingmeaner.
Villainous side.
Hello?
Evil lad shit.
So you made it to the end of the video, I see.
Yeah.
Now y'all might be asking why I haven't uploaded a lot. So hear me out.
We are not asking. Appreciate y'all boys for watching. That was my dog Ronto Richie. You know what I'm saying? I guess he's back in the business. You know what I'm saying? We got the worst characters in fiction. Appreciate y'all boys for watching. As always, make sure you stay happy, healthy, and hydrated. And you know what time to catch me next. Peace.